Good morning and welcome back. It's 5:18, and as it starts to get a little cooler and cozier, it's time for comfort food.
That's right. Food makes people feel warm inside. And Christina, you just mentioned gumbo, and I got excited.
My stomach is rumbling.
Yes, because, you know, especially here in the early morning, it's chilly outside, so I always want comfort food. And this morning, we're making gumbo in the kitchen, meaning it's definitely time for it to get a little cooler outside, and it's all about that comfort food. I'm joined here live with Chef Steve. Chef Steve, go ahead and tell us why right now comfort food, and what are you doing to get the gumbo ready?
Well, the weather's changing. It's getting cold outside, so people tend to want to turn to the warmer foods. It's foods that make you feel warm inside. So when you think of that, you think of gumbos, you think of different soups, you think of different stews, you think of different pot methods, one pot methods type of things that you can make at home and throughout the family will enjoy.
And something, when he first said we were making gumbo, I got a little intimidated because I'm not quite the cook. And he was saying this is actually pretty easy and there aren't many ingredients. We're really only working with 5 main ingredients here. And so right now we're preparing the chicken, right?
Getting the chicken prepared, getting it pre-cooked, and then we're going to set it aside, get our shrimps pre-cooked, set that aside as well. And then from there we're going to build our stock. And that's going to be basically a vegetable stock we're going to use from the scraps that we're cutting up here.
And a question for gumbo, what kind of vegetables normally do you put in it? Can you kind of throw anything you had in the fridge, or particularly is like celery, carrots normal?
Well, the Holy Trinity, the Trinity of the gumbo.
The Holy Trinity of gumbo. I love that.
Oh yes, it is. It includes celery, bell pepper, and onions. So you always want to start off with those 3 always. And from there you start building. You can have your green onion, and then you want to build your roux based from your flour that you would add to that. And any other veggies you want to put in there, you kind of make your favorite. You make it your own if you like.
So you can kind of throw more in there on top of the Holy Trinity.
Right, exactly.
About how long should people cook the chicken? Are we cooking it well? How should we?
We're doing chicken well done. Whenever you're dealing with chicken, you want to go well done.
Okay.
165 degrees. You want to make sure that it's clear juices coming out of your meat, nothing pink. When you mess with chicken, you want to be serious about it and make sure it's done.
And then so first chicken, then we're working on our shrimp, and you said that's going to be the base, right?
Right, correct. Well, actually the base of it will be the Trinity, so that's what we'll start off with. And from there, we're going to build with the flavors with the chicken and the sausage, and then we're going to throw the shrimp in towards the end.
And is there any main secret behind gumbo?
The main secret behind gumbo is just putting in a lot of love.
Put in a lot of love, because I love that it makes you feel warm inside.
Oh, yeah.
And that, you know what, I may not be good in the kitchen, but I do have a lot of love. So luckily I can put that one in there.
So you're good to go.
So next up, we're going to be working on the Holy Trinity with our vegetables to kind of work on the base of that gumbo. And we're also going to make sure at the end of this to have this recipe online at yourcentralvalley.com. So if you missed any of the details, we'll make sure to have it up there for you. But next up, we're going to be cutting the veggies.
All right, sounds good. And I don't know if you know this, I love gumbo. Like, I buy the Campbell's one, so I'm sure this one's so much better.
Probably a little bit better than the Campbell's, I'd say.
I'm Creole, so I know all about this. I know about the Holy Trinity. I want to see how this compares to my grandmother's recipe.
And I want to know how you think it stacks up.
Yeah.
All right.